Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing this look. It's a Kim Kardashian inspired smoky eye from my smoky eye series. It's using a lot of taupey colors, a lot of sort of brown gray colors. So stay tuned to see this look. I have already applied my primer, my foundation, concealer, and also my lid primer. I've also dusted a little bit of light translucent powder underneath my eyes to catch any fallout that may happen. We want to start with this duo from Revlon. It's Revlon's Wet Dry Shadow in Granite 640. Now I'm going to use a flat shader brush, and I'm going to take the lightest color, that's this one here, the one on the right, and I'm going to just apply that just a little on the inner tear duct and just up underneath that brow bone. Really lightly. We're going to touch that back up a little later. Good. So I'm going to flip that brush over, use the other side, and then I'm going into that darker color. It's sort of a nice taupey brown color. And I'm going to put that all over the inner lid. Now it is a wet dry shadow, so you can safely use this shadow wet for a better color payoff. And the flat brush helps it pack onto the lid a lot more, so it's not such a light sweep, because this color is really light. Good, so you want to put it maybe up until 2/3 of the lid, going up to about the crease. So when I'm through with that, I'm going to use this Sigma eyeshadow. It's Indian Girl. It's sort of another taupey color, but it's more a deeper brown shade. And I'm going to apply that along the outer edge of the eye. And as I do that, I'm going to take it out just a little, not necessarily a cat's eye, but that sort of a winged look that she usually wears. I'm going to really pack the color on because we're going to be able to blend this out afterwards. You don't want to take it too much in towards the lid, because the illusion that we're trying to create is that it gets lighter to darkest along the outer edge. Good, so after I've applied that, what I'm going to do is, using either a pencil brush or a small eyeshadow brush, I'm just going to be taking any matte black that you have. I'm using the matte black from my 88 palette. I'm just getting a little bit on that brush and starting to create my outer V. Again, you want to take it out. Don't take it past where you've already placed that color. You want to kind of go over that color and bring it in. And we don't want to go too high up on the brow bone, because her eyes tend to be sort of smaller and come out wider in a cat-like shape. So we're trying to recreate that look. So we want to take it in a little bit smaller when we come to the inner corner, and don't take it all the way in, because you'll just make your eyes look even smaller. In along the lash line just a little, and you can use that same brush and spread some of that black under the eyes. Good, so that's what it should look like. Looks a bit messy now, but then we're going to go in with any fluffy blending brush, and we're just going to blend that out. I want to really blend it out, because matte black tends to be really harsh. Now, because we are using a drugstore brand on our lids, you would find that throughout the blending process, you may lose some of that original lid color that we had there. That's okay, because I usually go and reapply anyways. So again, we're going to do what we did in the beginning, which was apply that lid color, the first color. Just to make sure that it's concentrated there again, and then go back in and just blend out the edges only. Any slanted or lining brush that you have, you're going to go back into that darkest taupe and apply it under the eyes, on the lash line, from the inner corner to the outer corner. And then we're going to dip some of that matte black that we've applied to the outer crease and go underneath again. And go over that line that we've just drawn. And we want to take it all the way into the corner of the eye, because she's famous for having that sort of a dark rimmed eye all the way around. It has to be a pencil liner though, not a liquid, something that's very soft and blendable. So I'm going to line the entire eye, including my waterline, my tight line, which is the line just under here, and I'm going to line the lash line now. Okay, so after lining the eyes, you want to be sure that you line it heavily, because then you have to go and smoke it out. You want to use any sort of a fluffy brush or something that has a fine tip to it. So this would work well. And then you want to sort of pull the eyes tone, not stretch it, and don't pull too much, or else you're going to give yourself wrinkles. And you want to just go over that line and be sure to smoke it out really softly. Get it into that those roots, your lash roots, really good, because you don't want to see any spaces of skin where your eyeliner should be. And you want to do the same thing to the underneath. You want to bring it down a little bit and sort of blend that eyeliner into the shadow that we placed there. So I've applied my eyelashes and I'm just waiting for the glue to dry. If you see any like white stuff, don't worry about it, because once you've used the clear glue, it's just going to dry opaque. If you want afterwards, you can actually take your slanted liner brush and just go back over where the false lashes are, and just go back over and touch it with some black eyeshadow. And what that will do, it will actually kind of camouflage where that line of the lashes meet. So that's it for cheeks. I have layered my blushes because Kim usually does that. I have used Barely There by Sasha. It's a very nice natural color that has sort of a pink, peachy tone to it. And I've used it how you would probably use a contouring powder or like a bronzer, just slightly under the cheekbones and just brushing it straight forward. And then what I've done is gone on top of that actually with Sasha's very bright pink blush called Melrose. And I've only used this along the apples of my cheek. And I actually like to use like a stippling brush for this because this color is so bright and it shows up so much on my skin. I use a stippling brush and it allows me to control the amount of application that I have there. And lastly, for the lips, what I'm going to do is actually use a concealer. And you want to stick to something that's maybe one shade darker than your natural skin tone. And it's not really to add color, it's just basically to nude the lips out. I'm actually going to use the e.l.f. Luscious Liquid Lipstick, and this is in Baby Lips. It's a very light sort of a lightly frosted pink. This is the look. Go ahead and try it for yourself and see if you like it.